Signs in the sun, moon, and stars. Welcome to the watch. Today, we're in the 21-year code, the Enoch code, discussing the second seven. The second seven begins December the 21st, 2019, with the Mercury in Ophiuchus, Neptune in Aquarius, Saturn in Sagittarius, Venus is in Capricorn, Jupiter is in the ARK, the Moon is in Virgo, Mars is in Libra. Thanks for joining us. We're going to go to Stellarium and check out the beginning of the next sign. We're also going to look at the sign that follows. And again, we'll be breaking these down into short videos so that you have the opportunity to see each of the signs in detail. So the first thing that we're going to look to is the sun in the Golden Gate. Each year at this time, the sun will be in the area of the Golden Gate. As we scroll in more, you can see how amazing this area of the Golden Gate is. This is just outside of the ARK line. Here is the ARK line. The top, or the bowstring, is the top of the boat. If we scroll back, you can see that the boat, or the bow, is shaped like a boat. And this area is riding on the Golden River, which goes through the heavens. And the sun is always in the gate at this time. The next thing that we see is Mercury in the Hoopa. Mercury has always been known as the messenger. Mercury being in the Hoopa has great significance for this next upcoming sign. We also see Jupiter inside the ARK. Let's scroll in so that you can take a closer look at Jupiter in the ARK. Jupiter is in the ARK on December the 21st, 2019. Next, we're going to scroll back and take a look at the positioning of the moon. The moon at the 0 hour on the 21st has crossed the line of Spica. This is the birth line in the heavens, where all of the planets come through, where we saw the September 23rd and 24th alignment, with Jupiter coming through the birth line, Saturn waiting. You had all the planets aligned for the crown, and it was Jupiter that was coming through the birth line. Jupiter was inside of the womb of Virgo for 9 months, and it retrograded inside of the womb of Virgo. This was our sign. Now we're looking at the following signs. For those of you who have studied Mazzaroth and have studied the story of the birth of Christ and the wise men, you will know that they got their signs starting 3 years before the birth. And if you track back the beginning of the signs that we received in 2017 with the August 21st solar eclipse, then you would see that today would be the alignment of that 3-year anniversary. So today, looking forward, we have nothing but high watch days. All of these days from today forward are all extremely high watches. Now there's a difference between signs and portal signs. So we're always looking for gates or portals. And the portals or gates will be the Golden Gate, which is here between Ophiuchus and Sagittarius, or the Silver Gate, which we find right over between Gemini and Auriga. The Silver Gate runs through Auriga and through the foot of Gemini, right above the club of Orion. These are our gates or portals, and those are extremely high watch times when we have planets or alignments that happen within these gates. So, our next journey, we're going to look at the next following sign. Remember, this is the beginning of the second 7. We had already made it through the first set of 7. Now what we're looking at is the second 7. And we're going to look at a very interesting sign that comes up immediately after this beginning of the 7-year period. Let's take a look at what happens. We're here, December the 21st, 2019, at the 0 hour. As we come through, we're going to notice something very interesting. Here we are on December the 25th, 2019, at the wedding ring eclipse. This is not a normal eclipse. This kind of eclipse gives us a wedding ring. And these are very special signs. So we find a couple things with this wedding ring eclipse. The first thing that we find is this alignment happens inside of the ARK. This alignment is happening in the bow of Sagittarius or in the ARK. The second thing that we find, Jupiter, the position of the king planet, is on the deck of the ARK in the spot where a captain would be guiding the ship. I do not believe this is a coincidence. This is a sign to the brides. We find the sun, who is the bridegroom, and the moon, who is the bride, aligning inside of the ARK with the king planet, or the king star, because Jupiter is also a star, which aligns with Regulus, because Regulus is the king star, and we know Regulus is in the constellation of Leo, and that can show us the lion from the tribe of Judah, who is guiding this ship for the bride and the bridegroom. So we do not have to worry. All we have to do is look for our signs. This sign on December the 25th, 2019 was the beginning of the betrothal period. For those of you who have not watched my video on the betrothal period, please go back and watch that video. This is the beginning of that sign. From here forward, we'll be looking at independent signs that we see within this period. Signs in the sun, moon, and stars.